Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I want to share with you a dynamic attacking game which was played in round 6 at 2019 World Junior Championship, with white pieces playing Slovak International Master Viktor Gazik and his opponent is Filipino International Master John Marvin Miciano. But before starting our game, make sure that you are subscribed in order not to miss my future uploads. As I've already mentioned, Gazik was playing with the white pieces and he opened up with d4. Miciano responded with f5, Dutch defense, which usually leads to sharp double-edged positions. c4, knight f6, knight c3, g6. Black is preparing the fianchetto of the kingside bishop. This is the Leningrad Dutch, and using the vulnerability of black's kingside, Gazik played h4. He wants to launch a quick attack on the kingside. Bishop g7, h5 and knight takes h5. Black is accepting the sacrificed pawn, but a move like d6 looks more solid. This is what Fabiano Caruana played against Hikaru Nakamura in a blitz game played in St. Louis. But in our game we have knight takes h5. Here we have e4. White is opening up the queen's diagonal. F takes e4, and there it goes, guys. We have an exchange sacrifice. This is move 7, and already we see an exchange sacrifice. G takes h5. All black could do was to accept the rook sacrifice, and we have queen takes h5 check. King f8, bishop h6. White wants to get rid of black's dark squared bishop. In that case, black king can become vulnerable. d6, knight takes e4 and bishop takes h6. Well, this is already losing. Instead, it was better to play queen d7. Free this d8 squared for the king, and also in some lines, black can offer the exchange of queens. Now, if a move like bishop takes g7 check, then king takes g7. If queen g5 check, then king f8, and black is managing to successfully hide his king on d8. If knight g5, then rook f8. And here black can give back the one exchange material and then can force the exchange of queens, and all in all the players have equal chances. But in our game, after knight takes e4, we have bishop takes h6. Here comes queen takes h6 check, king e8, bishop e2. Now the bishop will also join the attack, c6. Black is opening up the queen's diagonal. In some cases is even securing the c7 square for the king, but there is no way out, you know. In here, Gazik made a very powerful move, and this time he went for a knight sacrifice. With this move, he's forcing e takes f6. Otherwise, if king f7, then in that case, by going for bishop h5 check and then d5, white can quickly finish up black king. That's why black played e takes f6 and queen g7. A subtle but a very important move with which white is taking under control the 7th rank, is attacking black rook and is threatening checkmate in 1. Queen a5 check, king f1, rook f8 and rook e1. White is now threatening a nasty double check followed by a checkmate. That's why black played knight d7, and this time we have a check from g4. Queen takes e1, well, this is forced. Otherwise, if we move like king d8, then after bishop takes d7, once the defender is removed, black is suffering heavy losses, and this is going to be an easy win. White has an extra rook. That's why after bishop g4 discovered check, black gave away his queen, but there is no way out, guys. Despite the fact that black has 2 rooks against the queen, but black king is in danger and there is no coordination between black pieces. And now let's see how Gazik finished up his opponent. Knight h3, the last piece is also joining the game. Knight g5, king b6. Meanwhile, black is looking for a safe shelter for his king. Knight e6, rook f6, d5, a6 and bishop e8. Black's position is totally lost. Black decided to give up the exchange, but even this can't help him. Queen e7. There are so many weaknesses in black's camp that queen c7 check, king a7 and knight takes c5. White is now getting a powerful passed pawn which is simply unstoppable. Queen e7, bishop c8. This bishop is here to stop the d pawn. Black wants to give up the bishop for the pawn, but white is not hurrying. White is now starting to put black in a position of Qxh7. I just can't understand why is black not resigning. And meanwhile, white is torturing his opponent. b3, bishop e6 was played. Finally, black decided to get checkmated, and we have it, guys. A checkmate is on the board on move 35. Well, this was a very nice and instructive attacking game. I think that this line with h4, h5 can be successfully used against Dutch Leningrad and can create too many problems for black. So for those who are facing some problems when playing against Leningrad Dutch, feel free to play this line and hope that you will succeed. In the end, let's also solve a chess puzzle where the task is to find the winning line for white. It's white to move and win the game. I will wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Here are more suggestions for you. Feel free to check them out as well. I will see you in my next video. Take care.